It's Mickey, and I'm here with a Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was a series that was created by Ginger Reads Laney, where a different topic is given each Wednesday, and you have to present 5 books that fit that topic. Today's topic is the top 5 books you've read so far this year, which I think is a perfect topic for me because I've been MIA for the majority of this year, so you guys have no idea what I've been reading. So this will be a really good way to let you know 5 of the books that I've read so far that I have really loved. So I'll get right into it. Number 5 for this list is Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. So I bought into the Saga hype. I finally got around to reading it, and I gotta say that it really did live up to the hype. I really enjoyed it. I thought it managed to tell a really great story in the little space that it had, and it made me really interested to read the next volume. A quick synopsis of it is that basically there is a planet and a moon warring, and 2 members of their military come together and fall in love and have a baby, and both planets want them and their child destroyed. We also get to see the viewpoints of the 2 people who are hunting them down from each of their planets, and it was just really interesting. So that is my number 5 pick. My number 4 pick is another popular read, which is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. This was probably the most fun I've had reading in a long time, which I don't know what that says about me, since this book is full of horrible things like children being pushed out of windows and incest and beheadings. But I really loved that book. It was just a whole lot of fun for me. I sped through it despite how big it was, and I just really enjoyed it. Is it like a great piece of literature? No, but it was a whole lot of fun, and I give it a lot of credit for being for doing that. My number 3 and my number 2 pick are both kind of tied. I don't really know which one to pick first, and I'm actually going to post a separate review of these 2 books afterwards because there just isn't enough time for me to talk about how much I loved both of these. But for number 3, I'm going to say Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. If you have been watching the YouTubes and you're a fantasy sci-fi fan, you've probably heard a lot of people talking about her book Lagoon. And but Who Fears Death is one of her earlier novels, and it is fabulous. It is a post-apocalyptic book set in Africa, and it's about this girl who is basically destined to help free her people from the reign of this race of people who want to exterminate her people. And it's just really great, and I'm gonna have a review of it later on today, so look out for that. Number 2 pick is Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I have practiced that 12 times today, and I still worried I would say it wrong. But I don't really know if I need to tell you guys that much about Americana. It's been running around on the booktubes, but it is a book about a couple, a male and a female, who grew up in Nigeria and were childhood sweethearts, and they eventually end up moving away from each other. One of them moves to America and the other one moves to England, and it's about their experiences as immigrants in these different countries. And it was just really wonderful. I'm going to post a review of that one also later today because I have so much I would like to say about that book, but it was really great. And then my number 1 pick for the best books that I've read this year so far is Giovannis Room by James Baldwin. I'm not going to film a video about this because for some odd reason whenever I try and talk about it, I have like a hard time doing it. This book really touched me, and I did write a blog post about it, which I will link down below, so you can kind of read the closest I've ever gotten to having coherent thoughts about it. But it's just a book full of just wonderfully flawed, hurting human beings, and just watching them try and navigate the world in the different ways that they hurt themselves and they hurt each other. and it was just really, really stunning to me. And it's probably the best book that I've read so far. So let me know down below what are the favorite books you've read so far this year. And I will be talking to you guys soon. Have a great day.